Yeah, hello everybody. My name is Dennis Wittrock. I'm the operational manager of the Ken Wilber Fund. I live in Germany, and I'm talking today to John Dupuy, who is on the board of directors of the fund, and actually is the co-founder and co-visionary of this organization. And he just recently returned from the Integral Living Room event in Boulder, where he had the pleasure to hand over our first bigger check to Ken. So yeah, just let us know how that was for you and how Ken reacted. Tell us a bit about.
Well, yeah, it was great. And, I drove from southern Utah, my home where I am now, and in the wilderness. I mean, I'm in my office. But anyway, it was a wonderful experience. And, I got to the Integral Center, which has this long history of being kind of the, I don't know, St. Peter's Dome of the integral movement or something. I've been to a lot of things there and had a lot of heavy experiences and beautiful experiences and a lot of friendships. So when I go into the integral scene, it's like, it feels like my family. I'm a lot of people, and it's just really great. So yeah, so they gave me, and it was Ken, Jess Salzman was there, Diane Hamilton, and Terry Patton, and they were all super supportive and really kind about this thing. And so we had a check for $5,000, our first, kind of substantial check, and they have the stage there, and I went up and I gave a little talk about this, what we're doing. We're trying to be very transparent. Board members make no money on this. I didn't take any money out of the fund to cover my costs to get there. That was all a gift out of love for Ken. And he's just an extraordinary man. And he's given us so much. And I was thinking today, Ken, he's not perfect. He's a human being. And, sometimes I don't agree with him. We've had, disagreements and stuff, but considering what the responsibility of the gifts that he has and what he has given us, he has handled being Ken Wilber so well. He's maintained his humility, his humanity. I think all the great teachers have that capacity that realize when they're in the vein, when they're teaching that flow state, they are. But when they're not, he's just another guy, ex-Southern Baptist guy from the Midwest, That's what I saw Eckhart Tolle one time. He says, when I'm not up here being Eckhart Tolle, the great, teacher of non-dual reality, I'm just me. This is a nerdy guy. Anyway, Ken's not a nerdy guy, but he's just handled it with such grace and humility and compassion and love and intelligence. So it's a great thing for me. I've been, doing this thing, I guess, in Integral Move about 11 years now. And Ken has always been there for me. Always been very supportive of my work and just a kind man. So to be able to give that, I went up on stage, and we're going to have a video we have a video that was taken, and it wasn't that great, but Terry Patton had another camera going. So we're going to be able to share that with you guys. So I went up and I said a little thing about, who we were and why we're doing this. And people were very moved, and then I got to give Ken the envelope. We had a big hug on stage, and everybody clapped, and it was just a very cool gathered moment. So it was so good to find, Dennis has been a part of this from, just about the get-go. We worked about 1.5 years to get all these things set up, the funds, the legalities, and this and that, and the infrastructure, and to finally have this thing, like, you've been drilling this well for a long time, and finally to hit oil, or maybe that's the wrong metaphor. To hit pure water, it's really a good thing.
Yeah. So, is there anything you would like to give as a message for anybody considering to donate and watching this clip here?
Yeah. Well, just consider your situation. If you're in a situation where you can give a lot, give a lot. And I mean, if your heart tells you to, and if you think we're a bunch of, thieves or crooks or mountebanks or, then don't. I'm not here to convince anybody. And a lot of people, I've been around the integral scene for a while, and Lynn Feldman too, and Ben Say, and people know us, we've been pretty straight. We haven't been perfect, but we're pretty honest people. And it's truly a labor of love. And and we really appreciate if you can give, you can give a bunch of money, but if you can just give, something every month, we'll add that to the monthly income. and we're building that up. And so if you'd like to do that, your heart responds to this and intuitively it goes, yeah, this feels right, please do it. And, and it can be the widow's mite that Jesus talked about, how the woman who gave a little, but she didn't have much compared to the guy who had a lot who gave more.
Mm-hmm.
The gift of the woman was the poor woman was more in the eyes of God. And I think Ken really sees this as truly an expression of love and gratitude. And the financial thing is good if anybody's ever struggled with finances, right? But it's more than that. It's an expression of gratitude. Ken Wilber, Gratitude Fund. So there it is.
Thank you very much. I think, I'm looking forward to shoot the next video about the next handover.
Yeah, right.
Hopefully soon. And you guys, consider giving, and we'd love to have you and join this conspiracy of love.
Nice. Yes. Conspiracies do exist. Good ones exist too. So
good.
Anyway, thank you, Dennis. God bless everybody. Love you.
Bye-bye. Love you too.
Bye.